course, this is for the channel Prison Stories 101, man. I want to ask y'all because, again, this I don't know, and I'm glad I got all y'all here. You did state, Dewberry, right?
Yeah.
T, you did Fed.
Yes, sir.
And Jeezy, you did Fed.
Man.
Have you ever did state?
Yes.
Have you ever did state?
Yes.
Okay. You never did Fed. For those that don't know, man, again, this is for the young kids at home that just don't quite understand when people say Fed or state. What is the major difference between state and Fed?
Politics.
But let me say this. In this day and time, state man got politics too.
State got politics.
See that?
I think
Let me tell you what the no, this what you not bringing. This is the difference between federal and state. In state, it might be Fort Worth and Dallas bumping heads on the compound. Maybe, I mean, correct me if I'm...
Man, really, you dealing with a time frame. When you're dealing with state, you're dealing with a time frame. So that's why when people speak about prison, they need to start speaking about time frames. You know what I'm saying?
You mean months versus years? Or
Years.
You mean just, okay,
years. Because I went to prison in the 90s. It's not the same as going to prison in 2004, 2005. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different era. It's a whole totally different era. You got to realize, you got to go back to turnkeys. State had turnkeys where inmates literally ran the unit, the compound. So you had turnkeys, and that's the reason why the branch off that started becoming the Mandingo Warriors. The Mandingo Warriors, the black, then you had the motherfucking self-defense family. So when you speak about the state, you gotta understand that the reason why a lot of things were happening in the state was really, it was dangerous, homie. It's super, super, super dangerous. But in Texas, we have so many prisons. We're not like, prime example, we're not like New Orleans. New Orleans probably got like 1 or 2 prisons. Y'all don't have a lot of prisons. We have many prisons.
Well, let me ask you this. See, you say New Orleans, so you got to go with Louisiana, our state.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, like Louisiana.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of state prisons.
So,
we only got one penitentiary in Angola.
Okay, y'all only got one
we got
penitentiary.
rest little, like, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't, see, with us, it's different. We have multiple prisons. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why, like, you got Cofield. It's a gladiator unit. You got Beto, a young gladiator unit. Ferguson, a young gladiator unit. You got Eastham, old school unit where they gonna kill your motherfucking ass. They'll kill you. Like in real life. They send my brother to Eastham to get killed. In real life. You see what I'm saying? Sonny Blasingale, big dog. Say, nah, that's my nephew. You see what I'm saying? So when you speak, when people speak prison, I always tell people, you gotta understand what you speaking from on what levels, in what time frame. You gotta break down time frames. Cause gangs wasn't in prison before. Gangs came in prisons. It went.
You got accepted again.
Okay. But gangs wasn't accepted. Like the older generation, they went with that gang shit.
Yeah. Well, was gangs even in, like, Feds, the gang shit even, because the Feds, the gang shit is, okay.
Deep.
See, and when I speak about this, right, and I'm speaking from, my time, like I said, I stepped in prison in the 90s. I'm coming straight from TYC. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to a gladiator unit, which is Ferguson, which was a gladiator unit. And a lot of older, they weren't on that gang shit. A lot of older, they didn't like that because one reason they didn't like it, they felt like it was a protection. Join gang for protection. That's what their mindset was. But older was breaking them young, and they was them. You know what I'm saying? So when I hit the unit, I hit the unit on game time. You see what I'm saying? Like, so my mindset was already set where, you know, nigga, you gotta build a name on this. You gotta build a name on this.
You called it gladiator school, gladiator unit. Does that mentality even go with the feds? Like it seems like, do the COs just let just go to war out there, and do the COs do the same thing in the feds? Like, do they? Because it seems like they're like, yeah, nigga, this is our entertainment.
Right, like Laws used to literally come out there and watch me squabble, my. You know, Laws used to go get the cab and everything on Friday, freaking Friday, open the floor up. It's gonna be Laws and Cab watching this. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I say that, like, in the state, it's different because, but back then, it was that I'm from Houston, you from Dallas, that shit was playing, that shit was deep then. But when the gang shit came in, it changed dramatically. Because it don't matter where you from. If you represent this, then this is what it do. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything is an era, bro. It's a hell of an era, man. You know what I'm saying? And like when I talk about, like, you got like the Muslims. I used to have a problem with the Muslims. And the reason why I had a problem with them was because every that was joining the gang, they end up trying to become a Muslim, not because they wanted to be Muslim, but because that was their way of saying that's another way of protection.
Yeah. You know, did you know that's how it was on the outside when people just knew on the when you go inside, become a Muslim for protection. That's just how, even growing up in the 90s, that's just what was said. Like, you get in there.
And that was to me, I was like, hold on, time out. You talking about you Crip and Muslim? So I used to get into it with, say, nigga, how can you let these do this and do this? Well, nigga, you know what time it is. Nigga, we gonna kick off them up. I don't give a about, you know what I'm saying? I used to feel like that, and that's why, because my thing is, if you gonna be Muslim, be Muslim. If you gonna be Christian, be Christian. But don't be Muslim and be Crip. So when you violate the Crip card, you still playing the what card? The Muslim card. So now the Muslim brothers gonna be like, what? Shit, we got them. You see what I'm saying? So I used to have a problem with that, bro. Like going through my bid, I used to have a major problem with that, bro. So I stayed away from the religion game when I was in prison.
So, Gangsta, you became Muslim. Mm-hmm. Was it like that? Y'all just accept people to help protect them?
See, when I became Muslim, it was different. In 1995, in a parish jail. So I didn't know about at the time when I went to jail, that's when I was like I was in my primes in the city. I was cutting up then. Even when I go to jail, I was cutting up. So, and then going to the feds and then looking back at my state time, it was different. Like, when I was doing my state bid in 95, I got out in 96, I never heard of I went to one Juma, I never seen a lot of Quran, a lot of literature. It was different in my state. In my state, it was on homeboy time, neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. You know, so we might get into a fight where this is isolated. Whereas now when I got to the feds, in the feds now, I'm from Louisiana. He from Texas, but we from the South, so we sellies now. I got a knife, I'm watching his back. I'm ready to kill somebody behind him, vice versa. It's a big difference in the feds. We got what you call a dirty South car. So every southern state will come together to go to war with the Mexicans, go to war with the Bloods, the Crips, D.C. And the crazy part, D.C. in the South, but because they don't have a state, they just...
But like he just said, the South come together, right, for the Mexicans, right?
Right.
blacks come together for the Mexicans down here. It ain't none of that. Like, if I don't give it, if you a blood, and if a Mexican stab in that child hall, in that day room, and you didn't do nothing, your ass finna get life flighted. We didn't give a about none of that shit about, well, that was a crip that the Mexican style. I don't give a
He black.
He black.
Yeah, see, the feds is a little different.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's why I say it's different because.
But why is it different? Is it the mentality, or is it
We
what
all
is
got
allowed?
our cars. It's like everybody got their own, what they call a car. Right? Well, that's our car, that's your car. Like we ride, we here, we ride. So somehow you might have a spokesman. Some people don't like to use shot call. Some people like, oh, we got somebody that speak for our car. So what happens is, like he just said, if it's the Crips, they got their own politics. And the reason why a lot of the blacks, now blacks will come together. Let me make that clear. Blacks will, because I've seen blacks come together. But sometimes it'll be like, we from Louisiana, you a blood, he Crip. We not about to get in y'all politics if y'all, what if one of your people got some drug from the Mexicans or something, and now y'all like, well, we not about to get in that. That's on y'all, that's y'all call, that's y'all people, y'all deal with that. But now if it's Serranos, or if it's Paisas, or Texas Citizen, certain group, now if they go one on, but now if the Mexicans say, look, we want all the Mexicans, all y'all come together, then all us gonna come together. But if like I said, if it's Texas Citizens against the Crips, that's on them. That's isolated.
See, that's different in Texas.
Yeah.
See, we don't, like, on Ferguson, we didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. See, that's why my mindset has always been that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nigga, it's I ain't gotta fuck with gangster. I ain't gotta fuck with gangster. But if gangster in that hallway and he get hit, I'm gonna kick that off. And me and gangsta ain't cool, me and gangsta ain't got nothing going. But ain't no Mexican or white boy finna do nothing to gangsta. But another might get that gangsta and I get out the way. You know what I'm saying? I get out the way. But when it come down to the race, man, we ain't, man, we seen no Mexican kill, homie.
Man, what's the you could jump in on this. What's the worst contraband y'all was caught with? Like either one of y'all.
I got caught, well, they found a 10-inch shank in my cell.
Damn.
Yeah, 10-inch shank in my cell.
How you get caught? I mean, what, you just...
Because, all right, when I used to be moving around different spots, I always have a knife. So they knew I had a knife because, you know, the Fed dudes workouts, you got some big dudes, little dudes, you got dudes that be ready to work. And my mind's always been, I was a gangster on the street, so I'm not about to come to the Fed that y'all still a march on me. So I'm going to let you know, you play with me, I'm going to crush one of y'all. So they knew and they got dudes play dirty in your dorm, if they see you got the police on your side, or you got the police bringing you packages, or you got the bras, or you doing certain stuff, they going to try to get you out the way. So sometimes they'll plant knives in your cell, right? But in my case, I was like, it was me, this crazy, it was me and a brother, he was from overseas. So I used to see how he used to kind of sun the little Muslim brothers, right? And I didn't like that. So when I come in, I kind of like got all of them, and we moved away from his table and moved to the back. So he ain't like that. And then from there, it just started to be a little riffraff to the dome. It was tension in there, but I kept a knife because I already had to stab somebody already with another knife. But I already bent down, flushed it, I already flushed it. So I went to the hole for that. I got my write-ups for that stuff too. But yeah, I got caught with a 10-inch, but not, I keep saying get caught. They found a 10-inch shank in my cell. That's how we keep it. Because you got what you call hitter cells in the Fed. A hitter cell is, we might have 10 knives in this cell, and we might have 2 homies in there, y'all hold them knives. So it's called a hitter cell. And we in the main place to hide them knives behind the bunk, on the floor, back to the back behind the bunk. And I had a tall, long, man, I had a nice knife, yeah. Let me tell you.
What do they do once they catch it? Like what's
going to the hole.
Going to the hole? How long?
100 series shot.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that mess you up, boy. That 100 series serious. Still about 10 years. So that means your points can't drop. You can't go down to a medium or a low, whatever, because it keeps your points high. That 100 series shot serious. Getting caught with a cell phone, a knife, stabbing somebody. Those are very serious shots.
Dude, you ever get caught with any contraband ever again? He stayed clear.
Hell no, I moved different, bro. You know, like man, I move different. I mean, you know, man, I ain't really just talk about it, but that gonna kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my gonna kill. My gonna, yeah, I ain't got, so I'm one of them that, shit, I just give me some Jack Max in the sock. You know what I'm saying? But when we get ready to go to war, man, them niggas gonna throw them knives and, yeah, look at them. Man, get at the such and such or get at the such and such, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I move different. I always move like that. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't finna catch me with a thing.
For those that don't know what the Jack Max in the sock is, explain that to them.
That's the motherfucking Jack Mac King. It's always good to get a roast beef king. I mean, it's always good to get a refried bean king. A refried bean king ain't gonna bust. You got about 2 or 3 good ones before that bitch pop. You know what I'm saying? You put that bitch in that sock, pluck, tie that bitch up. Oh. And when you tie that bitch up, come out that bitch and hit it across his head, shit, that he gonna be like he got style.
Now see in the Fed,
nigga, he gonna be like he got. See, cause my thing is,
no, but you know we had the locks.
Well, the lock on the sock wasn't shit no more because that bitch used to fly off.
Well, what kind of locks y'all had?
We had
combination?
We had the combination.
They give us the heavy duty ones.
Okay, yeah. Them combination, them hoes gonna pop off.
Yeah, they pop out. I just saw
so,
go ahead.
Nah, you gotta get that bad. Once you get that bad, or get the fan motor. That fan motor gonna bust that head.
Fan motor out
your fan. So you get your fan, take that off that motor, take that motor and you put that bitch in that sock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, you can get caught with that and they just contraband because you don't know if you can do tattoos or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So I always move like that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to have something like that. And I don't want to be up on you when I hit your ass no way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just like everybody moved kind of different when it came down to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gangsta, you about to say something about there was an error with the lock in the sock. What was the error?
No, what happened was I saw a dude, because like what he's saying is, I've seen somebody put the lock in the sock, hit somebody, and it tears through the sock, right? But I saw people dip the sock in the toilet, wet it, and then work, right? But see, this is the thing too, what I don't like about the feds is, say if the Crips had this cell, and they had knives or
hey, what's up, nigga? I'm still doing an interview.
Something stashed in the cell, right?
We doing the interview. I'm gonna
and they move in that cell that day. If I don't search that cell, and then the next day they come to a shakedown, that's my knife. I'm going to the hole. It could be Crips, the ones hid all this stuff in here, but I just moved in, so I got to shake this cell down for myself as soon as I'm moving in cell. Another thing the feds took out, like we had canned goods when I first went to the Fed, but they took all that out. So no more canned goods, because like you gonna make a shank out of all that, right? Dental floss. Like they took the dental floss from us because people used to be cutting bait, you know that hard iron bed, people take the time and saw that out to make knives. So we was making weapons with so they took the dental floss out.
That's why they had the little plastic blue thing.
Yeah, the little teeth, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna show you something. You see what that is, gangster? Somebody just hit me up, right? That did time with me.
Mm-hmm.
OG, man, you know, he was telling me, hey man, I ain't gonna say the nigga name. Right. He said he from 60. I was on Ferguson closed custody with you. Man, you spoke for the set on closed custody, man. Hey, cuz, you changed a lot about myself and got it together, etc. He said, I did 21 and a half years, my last 10 on Pt1, and was highly respected on my departure. I want to thank you for being a friend to me. And I really mean that with heavy words. You are a good person. You were strict, but fair. I will never forget you. I will never forget your leadership. Thank you, OG, from the West Side Rolling 60 Crip Gang. I am sending my sincere salute to you. But what I'm saying is, bro, this is what I really put down. Talk about what they put down. I really put down leadership, my But I was strict because the reason why I was strict because you couldn't be around me on whole shit. Because every time that my life on the line with you,
Right.
My life on the line with you. I'm not no where when they come through the yard, I'm going to check you. I don't play them games, homie. You my little nigga sit up here, we going to talk, nigga. If you don't know how to squabble, we finna go in and say it. I'm going to teach you what you need to know. See, it's a difference, man. I came up watching older niggas break young niggas. I watched young niggas get in prison, homie. And that shit used to fuck me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying to myself, like, God, you hoe ass, man, y'all wrong for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get in no other nigga business.
Yeah, I say, yeah, you know.
I mean, nigga can't get in no other nigga business. I ain't here to save nobody now. You know what I'm saying? But when I chose this lifestyle, this rolling 60 lifestyle, I didn't choose it like everybody else chose it. I started just realizing that if you come in representing this shit, nigga, I gotta school you, my nigga. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, ain't nobody finna check him. No, ain't nobody gonna check him. That's over with. Because I watched them play the bully game. And I hate a bully, my nigga. I hate them, man. Nigga, I wasn't nothing but 160 pounds, promise to God, I was big dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to be this fear. No, ain't no finna apply pressure on me. I wouldn't give a fuck. But I hated that, homie. So that's the reason why I kind of changed my game when I see little homies come through the door, my nigga. Cause them old wasn't giving them young game, man. And it would hurt me because the Mandingo warriors start extorting the young. And back then, Mandingo warriors, them niggas killers, homie. But they gon' kill them laws. Them laws, nigga. Them niggas was on that type of time, homie. Because they were for the blacks, man. I watched old trip out, man. What the man, homie, like that shit, homie, like that's the reason why I say what I say when I speak about prison, my tell them, man, y'all gonna speak about it, speak our way about it.
Yeah, not half measure.
Don't half measure the shit. Don't half measure the shit, man. Cause nigga, I did 18 seasons and I worked in the field, got 13 years before I even got a job. Nigga, I was in the field. Them hoes wouldn't even let me get a job. I got a job in the kitchen. When I got a job in the kitchen, the GI came through and saw me and said, hey, what you doing? I said, I got a job. I work in the kitchen. She said, nah, you ain't. Come on. Get up out of here. What the f? So when I heard these niggas talk this, no, man. I had to go through some